Welcome everyone to Airborne Ranger from Microprose. I'm going to go ahead and read some specifics off of the wiki site that it has. This was first released in 1987 on the Commodore 64 in the Spectrum. And in 1988, it came out on the Amstrad and in MS-DOS. And in 1989, it came out on Atari ST and the Amiga. It was considered an action genre and single player game. The gameplay on this one. The game consists of several missions in which the player controls a sole ranger whose objectives include capturing an enemy officer, destroying an enemy bunker, taking out a SAM site, rescuing captured POWs, which would possibly free a roster member that was labeled POW. If it's on the roster diskette, that's what you save your save the gameplay on. The game creates maps and objectives locations randomly, so the player is required to plan each mission carefully because no mission is the same. That's one thing I really like about this, is that the maps are totally different here. On this one, we are going to destroy a radar array that they have at the top. If you notice when you go to the run stop, it shows the overlaid map and it tells what you got for your ammunition. You can kind of plan your way accordingly, and as you see me go through the gameplay here, you'll see me pull up the map multiple times. If you notice on the map, you see how the ones that's got like the upside down V's up there, that's a minefield. If you go in there, it'll blow you up and you're dead. So you only get one chance. There's no three plays. See, there's minefields on both sides of me. Okay, back to the wiki on this one. At the start of each mission, the player is presented with a short overview of the mission, can select a ranger from a roster of available soldiers. The player is then in control of the aircraft. It's described as a V-22 Osprey and is allowed to drop 3 ammo crates over the enemy territory. Once the 3 containers are dropped, the ranger is parachuted into the area. Upon touchdown, the player has to overcome several obstacles, including enemy soldiers and officers, minefields, foxholes, and bunkers. Due to limited ammunition, the player needs to plan his path through the territory. The dropped ammo crates provide the soldier with fresh hand grenades and ammo. After completing the mission, the ranger has to navigate to a pickup point with a time limit. If the ranger is captured but not killed, the player can start an optional rescue mission using another soldier from the roster. That's on the roster diskette, as I spoke to before. Each successful mission increases the rank of the individual ranger up to colonel. So if you notice on the map here, you can see where the minefields are. You can see where the concertina wire is at. The walls, in this case, it's like snow. where you have to go around. There's concertina wire on the left there. And making my way up here. I'm in run mode on this one because the faster you get up there, the better it is. It's you try to outrun everything, especially the fire coming from the machine gun nests that are in those bunkers. So um, I only picked up one of the drops of the three uh, crates that had dropped. I only picked up one of them because I was in a hurry to get up there, and I had enough grenades I knew to take out everything. But on the left-hand side at the top, you can see that the carbine is the one that's selected right now. Shows how many magazines I have. So there's 6 of them. Uh, 6 grenades, 1 law rocket, and 2 time bombs. You can see the first aid and stuff as well. You don't want to put all of your ammo crates in one location, especially at the beginning, because it's too much for them to carry, and you won't be able to carry it all, and you'll leave some behind. So you want to kind of space it out along the map when right before you're dropped from the Osprey. So now I'm getting up close to the ice. I guess it's a river, an ice river. And you want to cross, and you'll see where it's fractured in some places where you don't want to step, otherwise you'll go in the drink. But trying to take care of all of the enemy combatants there. So if you see, there's like crow's feet looking cracks in the ice there. You don't want to go near those because you'll fall in, and then you drown, and you're dead. You can see, you can hear that below. That was an enemy that fell through the ice. But right now, I think there's a total of 3 antennas that I need to go after here. And I'm still in run mode, but you can only run for so long before he gets tired, and then he's forced to walk until he gets his strength back. If you notice, the gauge on there went up. It's orange or red. Orangish red. The X in the upper right-hand corner of the map, that's where the pickup point is. So I got to go all the way across the map, destroy these antenna array, and make my way all the way back. At the same time, taking out these goons. Get these guys off my back. All right, so you can see the antenna arrays that are off to the left here. This is one of the better games that for the Commodore 64. I mean, when this first came out, I was actually overseas in Germany. I was in the Army, as a matter of fact, and I didn't get my hands on this game until I got back stateside around 1988. So I had to wait to get it. I had a Commodore 128. I never had a Commodore 64 until a few years ago when I started doing the retro, fixing the Commodore, saving them from the landfill. So right now I have I think 2 Commodore 64Cs and I think 3 bread bins, and I fixed the 1541 drive. I got a 1541, or it's the 2 drive that came out later. Still working on that one. I got to figure that one out. It's kind of got me going here. Anyway, you see me. I took out all of those antennae. Now I'm on my way back. But there's multiple missions, and like I said, as soon as you die, there's a cheat to this too. It'll ask you to put if you die, and it asks you to put the roster disk in. Don't put it in there, because it'll load it and it'll put you killed at action, so you can't continue with it. So just shut it off, turn it back on, load the game back up, and you'll start off. So I called the helicopter to come get me, and there's a little ladder. You just grab onto that and jump right on up, and they pull you up. And then mission assessment, successful mission, you're awarded, blah blah blah. You put your roster diskette in, and this is where you get promotion in here as well. So now I'm a 2nd lieutenant, and I appreciate everyone tuning in. This is kind of fun. I'll be putting more of these out, so please stay tuned for more. There you go, Airborne Ranger.